Introduction. Welcome to the United Nations Police English Language Assessment. This assessment consists of two parts, the reading comprehension and the audio comprehension. The instructions to both parts will be clearly explained before we commence. The use of any computer devices, microphones, books, external notes, or assistance from others is not permitted. We expect full compliance and good conduct during this test. Any candidates who fail to observe appropriate conduct will be excluded from the assessment process, and the incident will be communicated in writing to the authorities of the member state concerned and to the SAAT coordinator in the UN Police Division. Part 1 is the reading comprehension. You will be given a mission-related story with a question and answer sheet which contains 10 questions related to the key facts of the story. You will also be given a blank sheet of paper for your note-taking. Any notes that you take on the blank sheet you are allowed to keep throughout the exam. Read the text very carefully. You may write on the test as you wish. You will not be graded for any marking made on the test itself, only on the question and answer sheet. After reading the test, answer the 10 questions on the question and answer sheet. Be sure to include the entire key fact in your answer. It is not necessary to write in grammatically complete sentences. It is highly recommended that you use the blank sheet of paper for important notes from the reading. These notes will be essential for Part 2 of the assessment. You will be able to keep only the sheet of paper with your notes for the second part of the exam. Keep the test and question and answer sheet face down until you are asked to start. You will have 20 minutes to complete the reading comprehension. The instructor will indicate when these 20 minutes begin. The instructor will then announce when there are 5 remaining minutes and when there is 1 final minute. After the 20 minutes have passed, the instructor will collect the reading test and the question and answer sheet. You will keep the written notes that you made on the blank sheet of paper for the second part of the assessment. Please write your full name, your individual test serial number, and other details clearly in the space provided on the question and answer sheet you receive. Good luck.
Narrative.
At 09:30 hours, on the 20th of April, 2012, Zane Oscar, a 60-year-old woman, entered the Unpole station in Abidjan and asked the duty officer whether she could have an interview with the investigating officer in the rape and murder of Sheila Chowder. She further stated that she has vital information about the suspects. She was asked to go to interview room number 4. In the interview room, she met Officer Green. She advised the officer that she resides on 25 Jules Verne Street. On the 16th of April, 2012, she was sitting in her veranda when she heard some loud voice. She, being curious, stood up and witnessed from her veranda 2 males and a woman coming out of a blue-colored BMW car, registration number Papa Kilo 3569. It appeared to her that the woman had been gagged and that the men were forcing her towards the abandoned building. She described one of the suspects to be 1 meter 76 centimeters tall, athletic built, with short black hair and a snake tattooed on his upper forearm. The other suspect was described to be 1 meter 80 centimeters tall, heavy built, with long blonde hair. Both suspects were wearing blue jeans trousers and maroon-colored t-shirts. Police relayed the information received to all patrol teams and the control room. At 17:30 hours, on the 25th of April, the suspect's car was spotted near a supermarket. Police kept an eye on the car, and when the suspects returned to the car, police surrounded it and asked them to surrender. The perpetrators started firing at the police personnel, and 2 officers received bullet injuries. Police retaliated the fire, and finally, after a 30 minutes exchange of fire, the suspects were taken and handcuffed. Both suspects received several bullet injuries, and condition of one appeared serious. They were immediately transported to hospital under police surveillance.
Dialogue.
Good morning, sir. I am here to brief you on the latest updates in the Sheila Chowder murder case.
Yes, Officer Green. Tell me about the developments in the case.
Sir, at circa 9:30 hours, on 20th of April, 2012, Zane Oscar, a 60-year-old woman, met me in interview room number 4 and gave me vital information leading to the arrests of the perpetrators.
Was she a witness to the crime?
Yes, sir. She lives on 25 Jules Verne Street, just opposite to the crime scene. On that night, she had witnessed the victim, with 2 other males, coming out of a blue-colored BMW car, registration number PK 3569.
What else did she have to inform?
She further stated that it appeared to her that the victim had been gagged, and that the men were forcing her towards the abandoned building.
Could she give a description of the suspects?
She described one of the suspects to be 1 meter 76 centimeters tall, athletic built, with short black hair and a snake tattooed on his upper forearm. The other suspect was described to be 1 meter 80 centimeters tall, heavy built, with long blonde hair. Both suspects were wearing blue jeans trousers and maroon-colored t-shirts.
What action did you take on getting the information?
Sir, we relayed the information received to all patrol teams and the control room, and at 17:30 hours, on 25th April, we spotted the suspect's car near a supermarket.
What did you do then?
We kept an eye on the car, and when the suspects returned to the car, police surrounded it and asked them to surrender.
Did the suspects comply with your request?
No, sir. Instead of complying to our request, the perpetrators started firing at the police personnel.
Was there any casualties?
2 officers received bullet injuries.
What did you do then?
We retaliated the fire And finally, after a 30 minutes exchange of fire, the suspects were taken and handcuffed.
Where are the suspects now?
Both suspects received several bullet injuries, and condition of one appeared serious. They were immediately transported to hospital under police surveillance. We will interrogate them after their release from the hospital.
What charges will be brought against them?
They will be charged with abduction, aggravated assault, rape and murder.
Good work, Officer Green. And thank you for briefing me.
Thank you, sir, and goodbye.